Well, Nimrod Novik was a foreign policy advisor to late Israeli Prime Minister Shimon Peres. He's the author of a letter signed by some 600 former Israeli security officials urging US President Donald Trump to end the war. He is joining me now live from Israel. Thank you so much for your time. We have seen in just a matter of weeks, we've gone from talk of ending the war in Gaza, a possible ceasefire, to now escalating it to the point where this could continue for months, if not years. Your reaction, please, to this announcement from the Israeli government?
Pretty much in line with the evolution of the war beyond its justified and purposeful phase, which ended roughly just over a year ago. Pretty much in line with that. Domestic politics, Trump, national security considerations. The decision of the cabinet last night is very bad for Israel, for Israelis, for Palestinians, for regional stability. It's unfortunate that it was provided free hand from Washington, unlike the Europeans who are reacting very differently. But the decision last night had two parts, one about the next phase and the other one, the terms for ending the war. And about the next phase, the only, I don't know how to define it, it's not the good thing, but the less bad thing is that at the last minute, the Prime Minister seems to have paused, given the warning from our security establishment of the devastating consequences of his initial intent occupy the entire Gaza Strip, and he has confined the decision to occupying the Gaza City bad enough.
Yes, because there was a distinct shift, wasn't there? We just heard the Prime Minister there speaking to Fox News ahead of that meeting, saying his intention was to occupy the whole Strip. So you believe he has now potentially walked that back under pressure from that 10-hour meeting and perhaps also from the international condemnation we're hearing to restrict this now to just Gaza City?
I think it is primarily as a result of the presentation of the security establishment of the consequences, risking the lives of hostages, of Israeli troops, massive casualties among Palestinians, accelerated humanitarian catastrophe, and, as you noted, the diplomatic tsunami coming to our shores. So, yeah, I think he walked back from the more ambitious objective. Israeli prime ministers, members of cabinet know that if things go bad and they overruled the recommendation of the security establishment, they will stand to public trial one day for the consequences.
That's interesting, because from the very beginning, Israel has acted in the belief that more and more military power is going to be the only thing to destroy Hamas, but that has not happened. I mean, to the point of your letter, there's been the obliteration here of an entire leadership of Hamas. They are depleted and are now more of an insurgency than anything. So why do the Israeli government persist in believing this strategy is going to work?
I think that what we saw last night was a typical compromise between a more experienced prime minister and the very extreme security ignorant, ideologically driven extreme elements that he brought into his coalition. They were the only ones who provided him with a ruling majority, and therefore they are the ones who can deprive him of one. So he is now beholden to the most extreme elements in the Israeli society. So he is trying to walk the fine line between rational decision-making and ideologically driven crazy idea of fully occupying, depopulating, and depopulating Gaza from its 2 million Palestinian residents, and bringing in Jewish settlements. He's not going for the extreme version, but he's accommodating them far too much.
Yes. Aside from what this will spell for the Palestinian population, will the hostages survive this, or are they being sacrificed here for the bigger goal of securing, Israel's long-term security?
First, I don't think that this operation will add to our security. I'm afraid that it will do the opposite. But as to the hostages, I believe that a primary reason why the decision was to go for Gaza City only, as I said, bad enough, and not to other areas of Gaza yet to be occupied by the IDF, is because it is in the other areas that our intelligence and otherwise assume that's where the hostages are, not in Gaza City.
Interesting. Nimrod Novik, very important to have your thoughts at this time as we consider what may come. Thank you so much for joining us.